Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys, statistics, and this week, I'm guessing, me. But before we get to that, 15% of prisoners are on drugs. How do they get hold of so many drugs in prison? I guess they're smuggled in by some arsehole. Yeah, bum jokes still work, good news. The average Brit spends 121 hours sitting on the toilet every year, which is about 20 minutes a day if you can work it out, or 40 minutes a day if you can't work it out. And Mexico City is the worst place in the world to be a commuter, especially for me. I work in Shepherd's Bush. Right, well, I can't put it off any longer. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Sean. Sean, Sarah, Georgie, anything you've been chatting, anything caught your eye in the papers?
Well, Jimmy,
this week.
we all like to put a bit of money away for a rainy day. But I think you're more prepared than Noah. I think you've grabbed a few headlines this week. In fact, when I heard that you were on the front page of the paper, to be honest, I was expecting a lot worse. I was expecting to see, like, one of those white police tents in the background. And a copper holding your laptop in a see-through carrier bag. So I was quite relieved when I found out what it was really for.
On the plus side, at least you've been in a top 5 list of something.
Blimey.
Georgie Thompson?
Right, that's got to be, you know, a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a positive spin. But thank you.
We can all now see why you work so hard. You get to keep all the money. But you've apologised, haven't you? You've apologised today.
I have apologised, Sean, and in my defence... No, I got nothing.
I just want to ask you this question, because in your apology it said, my accountant said to me, do you want to pay less tax? And it's totally legal. Can you answer, when you were having that conversation, were you on a telephone and was there thick plastic glass between the two of you? Did he have like a sort of boiler suit type uniform? And a very sort of brutal haircut? Because the best accountants, that's where they are, in jail.
It was... Your money was in Jersey. Did you just go, like, on a holiday once and think, this is lovely? Probably just going to leave some stuff here. You know, like at my boyfriend's, I've got a hairbrush. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's the case, is it? No.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You know what, though? You know, OK, now, this is me getting political. Shit. Now, well, sort of. There's no S in it. I mean, what Tony... No, it's not Tony Blair now. It's our Prime Minister.
You know what? No, you are near enough.
No, it's Nick Clegg, and what's his name? What's his name? He's so nondescript. Wanker. Let's call him Wanker. Okay, there you go. Now, for him to say it's immoral, I mean, I think that's a bit wrong from him, isn't it, really? I mean, you know, talking about moral...
I know. What have I ever said about David Cameron?
Exactly. And the fact is...
Literally hundreds of things every week. Absolutely fair enough.
If they hadn't made that law, you know, they made it for them originally, you see, so it's all right for them. It's just not all right for the common man. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone is thinking of me as the common man.
And also, and then they're saying about, you know, you're going to take Gary's OB or MBE away, you know what I mean? I mean, at least he gives us pleasure with his song, You Make Us Laugh. What do they do when they rape us for our fucking tax? Nothing. They make us cry. Do you know what I mean?
Lewis, I mean, Jimmy is funny, but 1%, fuck me.
Yeah.
You beat him down a bit, Jim. You did go, look, can't we call it 0.5?
any political rant is weakened by not knowing the name of the Prime Minister.
Yeah, but
I think Louis' political opinions are best expressed through the medium of dance.
Oh, yeah, so... Oh, here we go.
I didn't think I could feel any worse. but there it is.
I thought this week of all weeks we might get to the second round before you did a dance. Yeah. I didn't think... What a pleasure it is to be sat next to the only man in Britain more flexible than your accountant, Jimmy. We were here a week ago, weren't we, having a good old laugh? And now you've lost the moral high ground to News International and David Cameron. They can only make jokes about Hitler, Harold Shipman and Chico from the X Factor. That's it. I don't understand. Tell me it's all a lie.
Well, John, I hate to sound like I'm passing the buck, but I tell you who I blame for this whole mess. Me. It's entirely my fault. It's actually quite a complicated arrangement, but I think from a legal standpoint now, I'm actually a member of Take That.
You should have got my accountant. I got a brilliant accountant. Best accountant in the world. I got Stephen Hawking. He's put my money in another dimension.
Why didn't they make Gary Barlow the poster boy and not you?
Well, I think... lots of people said in the papers this week, yeah, why is there one rule for pop stars and one rule for comedians? But may I be the first to say, absolutely fair enough. It's Gary Barlow. He used to be in Take That. Leave him alone.
As they're called now, Keep That. Yeah.
I never knew what OBE stood for. It turns out it's Offshore Banking Expert.
Well, wasn't the worst thing? You were saying, weren't you, they put a fat picture of you in the paper.
That was unfair.
That's fucking sacrilege. Look at him. The epitome of health, thin, gorgeous, a well-tailored suit, and they put a fat picture of him in the paper.
I'll be honest, that wasn't the worst thing about my week.
In the East End, you are a godlike figure now, though. You're known as the slippery one. You've overtaken the Cray twins in respect.
I quite like the new you, because I've never seen you vulnerable before.
It's humble, isn't it?
It's kind of sexy, to be honest.
What, you and Louis?
I love a broken man. I like a man who looks like he's on the verge of tears at any point.
He does look like he needs a bit of a cuddle, doesn't he? He does.
No.
There should be absolutely no sympathy at all. I mean, I really appreciate it, but there should be no sympathy for me at all. It's my own stupid fault. That's what it is.
I think actually what it is, you've got an illness. I think you're actually...
That's not in the papers till Sunday.
No. I think you're suffering from a problem that's affected a lot of people. It's called tax intolerance. I think you've got that quite badly. You might even be HMRC positive.
See, I honestly thought if I was going to get into trouble for anything this year, it would be a joke about the Paralympics.
Right. Well, you can still do that. Why not do the double?
Pretty much do anything now.
I think if UK Uncut get hold of you, you might be in the Paralympics by then. What I don't understand is there's been some defence of you, I'll say that. Ridiculous defence. The term legal loophole, that's like saying if someone bends over in front of you in the street, you are presented with a legal loophole. And it's not really your
Don't say that
fault.
sitting next to Louis.
I wouldn't call it a legal loophole.
Call it an administrative nightmare in your case, but...
But the thing is to remember is it's not illegal. What Jimmy did is not illegal. But then again, neither's farting in a lift, is it? But... I'll wait till I get to reception. You know, you think about other people. That's probably where where you might have let yourselves and others down?
But, Jim, if the one serious question I want to ask
Go
you
on.
is, did you not think there was a possibility you would get tumbled, as they say? You know, because that's what I would have thought, and I didn't go to Cambridge. This might come out, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you not think that, or did you just think, fuck 'em, I'll write it out?
Not at all. I didn't... I mean, I think not to be glib about it, but I don't think I really thought at all.
You didn't think it might come out?
No, I didn't think about it at all. Just thought it's a you know, I don't know, but I just didn't really think. That's, you know, that's no, it's a really
I'm not
stupid
saying...
thing.
I'm not
It's
saying...
really, I made a very, very poor judgment call on what to do.
Have you got that 15 quid you owed me then?
I could tell you about the work I do for charity, but I don't think lying's going to make this any better, is it?
But you know, you've been a bad lad and you've apologised.
Yeah.
So that stands for something, doesn't it?
But men learn very quickly that sorry is not enough. You learn that very... You know, you go home and you go, I'm really sorry, I should have come home this year.
Well...
And the wife don't go, well, as long as you're
When
sorry...
will you learn that flowers solve everything?
You think I should buy David Cameron flowers?
Send him the biggest bouquet he's ever received.
Well, here's the weird thing about Cameron commenting on it, because it's a classic thing of a politician, like sticking his finger in the air and going, which way's the wind blowing? I think I'll comment on this. You know, I think, oh, this might... You know, he's got... I mean, morally, I'm not defending you at all, but morally, I mean, last week, he left his 8-year-old daughter in a pub. I don't think, you know, he's a big sort of moral champion. It's well known that his dad kept his fortune offshore, and he's the recipient of that. I mean, I don't really see why he had to get involved. It's like some 14-year-old girl has to comment on everything. What next? Like Justin Bieber's haircut. Oh, I like that.
David Cameron got involved because he's in charge of the economy and he gets shit in the papers every day for having to fire nurses and doctors, and one of the reasons he has to do that is because there isn't enough money in the pot, and one of the reasons there isn't enough money in the pot is because not everybody pays their tax.
If David Cameron was that bothered about it, he could close the gap so that these things can't happen.
I'm sure he will do, But he didn't set the loophole up and point people towards it.
No, but I bet he fucking uses it. I bet he'd use it, and everyone in his party, they'd most probably use it.
Basically, Jim, what you've done is you've single-handedly brought this out into the open, and by next week, you're going to be wearing a cape, you're going to be going over the rest of the stuff. It's Jimmy, the revealer!
Are you suggesting that I'm going to become some sort of government tax czar off the back of this?
Genuinely, I wouldn't worry about not working for the government. It didn't do Philip Green any harm. So I reckon you'll probably be Prime Minister in a couple of years.
There's that new TV show you can do, Through the Loophole. How can you afford to live in a house like this? You're bad spec. I've got 3 words for you. Bush Tucker trial. This autumn.
Shall we see if my taxes are up there? Let's have a look.
Number 2.
Number 2, yeah. 2? Holding, yeah.
This is probably a good point to say hello to the millions of extra viewers who will be watching this evening. So. Good evening, Your Majesty. You just can't get the jesters anymore, can you?
Oh. Yes, good evening, Your Majesty, you tax-dodging bitch. One big celebration of tax avoidance, wasn't it? It was one big hearty slap on the back. 60 years, job well done. Millions sorted away.
So what else have the nation been talking about, John?
I think we should move on now, shouldn't we, and discuss something else?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the one opportunity, because, you know, let's put some stuff on the table about Jimmy. He gave me a lift all the way home from Birmingham once, didn't you? Yeah?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah, and dropped me off at Reading. And he refused to take any petrol money from me.
So if anyone was on the fence on me, I think, clearly...
Yeah. I just thought, you know, it's not all bad, Jim, you know.
Yeah,
and I
but
remember
mainly.
you bought a pasty as well, if I remember right. And you only gave me 1% of it, but that's not...
Johnstein, what else do you think people have been talking about this week?
Well, David Cameron, yeah?
I know he is now.
Go on.
David Cameron. He's the Prime Minister.
Yes.
If you're not laughing, you're learning.
Oh, I've got it! It's about the where they all went and met in Mexico. All of them.
The G20?
The G20. That's it, as much as I know.
That's pretty much...
I had a chat with her from Argentina, because she's not happy, is she?
She's not happy, no.
And he's not happy.
He's not happy. I
And
mean,
we're
who
not
is happy
happy
these days, Louis? It's such
Well,
a difficult world.
He's happy.
Not as happy as he was a couple of days ago.
Anyway, that's it, the
He's still
G20. The G20, is that what you're going to say?
Louis, you know so much, you can leave year 6 now.
And they had a thing where David Cameron, so that we don't think he's chillaxing out there, he did an interview where he was sat on a chair in front of a lovely sea view with palm trees, and they blocked it out with a piece of cardboard, so we're all supposed to think, oh, it's really hard for him. If it were that easy to cover up David Cameron's background, we wouldn't know that he was in the Bullingdon Club and had millions of pounds from offshore bank accounts. You should just follow him around with a big bit of cardboard with a pair of tits on it the whole time. Just go, look at the tits, don't look at that tit, look at these tits.
The Falklands.
The
Falklands!
Yeah.
Falklands! That's what I was talking about! Because she wants them back for Argentina, don't
He
you?
did
So
just
I
win
was
at the
talking
bingo
about the
there. What do you think of this Falklands thing? I mean, it's kind of...
I think the Falklands thing is quite interesting. I think what we should do is wind them up. I think we should say... Because I like the name Malvinas. I think it sounds much better than the Falklands. So I think what we should do is keep the Falklands, but nick the name. So that would really piss off the Argentinians. Say, yeah, no, we're going to call it the Malvinas, but we're going to keep it. And also, what we should really wind them up is we should get little Union Jack waistcoats for all the penguins. And put Busby's on the sheep. I think the Falklands would make the ideal tax haven, actually. I do have a problem with... I'm not going to go back to you, but I'll just talk about tax havens, because they're also, like, you know, in warm, balmy places. I mean, I don't think we should tolerate tax havens. I would invade Jersey, Guernsey, the Isle of Man, Monaco tomorrow. I'd bomb Monaco off the face of the earth. I mean, that's a country where it's got an economic output of something like 500 billion. It's the size of a large Asda. I'd wipe those places up. You'd solve all the European economic problems if you just closed down all the tax havens. There should be one tax haven. The Falklands takes 14 hours to get there. There's just a rock covered in seagull shit. We go, well, if you don't want to pay tax, go there.
Let's have a look and see if the Falklands is up there. George, what else have we been talking about?
There was a doctor's strike yesterday.
Tell me more.
Doctors are on strike, and they have said they're not happy. And it's basically, it's all about the pensions, because, you know, their pensions are quite, you know, substantial, and we can't afford their pensions, because not everyone pays the tax. Just put that away. And I don't think it'll affect a lot of people, you know. Nothing, all the emergencies are going to be done. You know, if you're really ill, just go to a golf course, collapse in front of a doctor, he's got to help you.
Does he have to help you?
Yeah, if you feel down in front of a doctor going, ah, he can't just step over you. I mean, I'm doing embarrassing bodies. You know, I've said, you know, there's a shortage, Christians striking, so I said I do embarrassing bodies. My plan is, whatever they show me, I chuck some brandy on it and throw a match and go... like that should sort it.
Have you watched it? Because they've been doing it live.
can't
Have you
watch
watched
that.
the live one? Oh, I watch it with me tea.
You can watch that with your tea?
Yeah, and then I like that they're just sitting there. And there was one the other day who said he had one testicle 5 times the size of the other one. Then he just lobbed it out on his Skype. And I was just, you know, tucking into me dumplings. It was lovely. It was...
Sarah, when he said one was 5 times bigger than the other, did he want this one made the same size as the big one?
They sort of pumped it up.
No word of a lie, my mum was once in a hospital having had quite a serious operation. She was a bit delirious and out of it, and somebody came to change her dressing, and the next morning she said to the nurse, "Oh, thank you very much for changing my dressing last night." And she said, "What are you talking about?" And apparently someone had let themselves into the hospital and changed her dressing, and it wasn't the nurse.
One of those bogus doctors.
Yeah.
Was it you, Sean?
Did the room smell of brandy?
That's the thing about bogus doctors, we never strike. All team on duty.
Right, let's have a look and see whether the doctor strike is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, doctors were on strike over their pensions yesterday. Health Secretary Andrew Lansley has asked the doctors to scale back their demands, cease industrial action, and to take a look at a rash he's afraid to show his wife. Johnston, what else do you think people have been talking about this week?
Got to be the football.
Got to be the football, hasn't it? I know, George, you cover F1, which is also what the Queen said when she checked your tax return, Jimmy.
That deserved a lot more.
Yeah.
I know that Rooney scored and he's got to mind his new weave, hasn't he?
I haven't got into it massively, but I did see the Ukrainian goal was disallowed.
Yeah.
Do you want to see their reaction?
Yes,
Yeah.
They weren't happy.
The ball crosses the line, but no goal. The Ukrainians slightly annoyed.
I think the second guy was just a tidy freak, and she picked it up and moved it slightly to the left. I told you before, it goes there in the ring.
This is the bit that's a bit strange for most football fans, is that Sepp Blatter was all against goal line technology. The minute it favours England, he's all for it.
Does seem like a weird thing, yeah.
Sepp Blatter's quote in 2010 was, "If there's another goal line incident in a major tournament, I will die of embarrassment."
Yeah.
And he has failed to follow through on that promise. I think if you die of embarrassment, that's got to be an open casket funeral, hasn't it? Because the facial expression, I imagine, if you die of embarrassment is... I'm just dead.
You see, not everybody's really interested in the football. Apparently, the male escort services have gone up.
Oh, Christ, I've been so busy. Jesus Christ. In every bloody way. I finish a job, oh, you're joking.
I don't understand why male escort services exist, because I think they must just come out. And if it was me, I'd just go, "Oh, just leave your pants on, love. I just want to tell you about me day." You think I'm lonely?
Do I think?
You have just bought a cat.
I have just bought a cat.
Just bought a cat.
I'm not lonely anymore, fuck you!
Last week we talked about the Euros. We were talking about panini stickers. You revealed that you are a panini sticker...
Stickerman.
Sticker collector.
A stickerman. How are you doing on your collection?
Do you know, I bought 8 packs yesterday and I didn't get a single shiny.
I think... Well, a little bit of good news. I've got you a little present. I've got you a little present here. I think you'll enjoy that.
It's me as a sticker.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, well, John Sticker.
Yeah, and if you do one of those for all the tax inspectors in Britain...
Right, let's have a look and see whether the Euros are one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, indeed, the most talked about thing. Yes, England are through to the quarterfinals of Euro 2012. A series of psychic animals have been asked to predict the results. The Ukrainians have a ferret called Fred, the Germans are relying on an elephant called Nelly, and the English have a striker called Wayne. All right, one more thing to get fingers on buzzers. Sure.
Is it the Julian Assange is hiding in the Ecuadorian embassy now? He's hiding in there because they've turned down his appeals against being extradited to Sweden. He's worried about going on trial in Sweden on rape charges. He's worried about it because he's got a habit of telling the truth and it won't turn out very well for him.
But how do you sort of approach an embassy and seek asylum within it? How does that work?
I've literally no idea. I imagine I'll find out later in the week.
New Jersey don't have an embassy. I reckon you're best off in Switzerland, because then you can do looky-likey work for Roger Federer.
If you want to go down to the Ecuadorian embassy, you can spot the Ecuadorian embassy because they've got lovely sash windows. That was the sound of an audience going... He just made a joke about 90s dance hit Sash. That's what that joke was.
I mean, sorry, I didn't even know that had happened.
Ecuador, Do 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 do. How the fuck have I ended up being the figure of abuse in this shithole? Can I just say about that sash joke? I made a terrible error of judgment this evening. I'm very sorry.
OK, let's see if Julian Assange is up there. Julian Assange is seeking political asylum at the Ecuadorian embassy. I wonder if the Ecuadorian embassy has got room for two.
Yeah, did you say room for two or a room for two? Oh, like Bert and Ernie in a bed together.
We've all made mistakes. So those were the most talked about stories this week. But in other news, the Eurozone crisis was discussed at length this week at the G20 summit. Europe is being held to ransom by the short and curlies, or Greeks as they're otherwise known. Gary Barlow's been given an OBE. In the same week, he's been accused of avoiding millions in tax. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes right about now. China sent their first female astronaut into space. So what you like about China, they'll do anything to get rid of girls. And there are just 35 days to go until the London 2012 Olympics. The sweat, the pain, the physical endurance, people pushing themselves above and beyond their limits. That, to me, is what travelling on the Underground during the Olympics is all about. Right, at the end of that round, I can tell you that John, Louis and Mickey have 2 points. Sean, Sarah and Georgie have 3 points. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Louis and Mickey, pick a question.
Right. Anything but the dancing for me.
No, no, come on, we're not going to do that. We're going to do dancing. We'll do dancing. We'll do dancing, me and you.
Are you dancing, Mickey? We'll do dancing.
You're very aggressive tonight.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Mickey.
back off.
Most people have a signature move on the dance floor, true or false?
A signature move.
Like a signature
Yeah,
move.
their step.
Like a
Yes,
thing
true.
that
Everyone
they
has,
do.
like, a step
Yeah.
that they do. Or they all...
Yeah. Well, they call that the tax man, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, OK. John, what is your signature dance move?
I used to do quite a vivid routine to S Club 7's Reach for the Stars.
Go on then, darling.
You used to what, all the moves for Reach for the Stars?
Just sort of moves that were associated with the lyrics, you know, climb every mountain higher, you know. That was when I first learned how devastating I could be around women.
Devastating, not devastated.
Sarah, have you got a signature dance move?
I took something from one of my old managers and one of my old jobs where he used to just do that, like that. So I sort of do that, and you can do it to anything. Just do that. And it makes the jokes look good as well, which is important.
That's how most people walk in the East End.
You've got a cat, though, recently, haven't you? Do you dance with a cat?
No, can I? I put my glasses on it.
You put your glasses on the cat?
Yeah.
How adorable was it?
If you pick your cat
So
up...
cute.
You look as if you want to hurt it when you said cute there.
I do have to be careful because he's quite little.
Do you love him so much you want to kill him?
Yeah, well, sometimes his eyes bulge and I think, oh, it's time to stop.
Sean, have you got a signature dance move?
It depends what I'm trying to communicate through my dance. If I'm trying to express, you know, complex ideas through my dance, then, you know, that can encapsulate lots of different manoeuvres, which I would work on with a choreographer over a series of months, so...
Georgie, what's your signature dance move?
I don't really have one, but because I'm little, I always get picked up and flung around the place.
So you don't have a move, but you're willing to be picked up and thrown round?
I wouldn't say willing.
Do you have one, Mickey?
Do I have...
Yeah, have you got a signature dance move?
No, really, I normally have to try and get away after I dance with a girl. You know, I call it the run. You know, and I just leave the building and they come tearing after me and, you know, I have to go down an alley and then I'm...
I like the term signature dance move. Sort of implies there's a move you could do so unique that you could get money out of the bank if you didn't have your cash card. I forgot my card, but... It's definitely you, Mr. Richardson. How much do you need?
So, John, I'm going to push you for an
But
answer.
I think we've got a man who's a professional, he's made a living at it, he's made a career out of it.
Go with the
Who are we
majority.
to tell majority schmority?
I can see you
Can we
together,
vote on
you
this
two,
one?
running
False.
off together.
What, me and Louis?
Mickey and Louis.
Do you know what they look
No.
like? They look like brothers, and one of them doesn't see their dad anymore.
It's false.
False. You think false. Seanstein.
We're going to go true, aren't we?
True.
True.
I think it's true.
OK, I can tell you the answer is false. Only 25% of people have a signature dance move. Amen. I do a great Michael Jackson impression on the dance floor. All I need is a young volunteer who can keep a secret. Louis. That's it for part 2. See you after the break. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Least romantic thing to do on your honeymoon. John.
Keep the receipts.
Yeah,
Solid advice. I should write that down.
Phone out your cat and say she wants to swim with dolphins. Can I claim it?
What about phoning home to the wife all the time? That can kill her.
Sarah.
Is it other men?
The least romantic thing to do on your honeymoon is other men.
To do on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
I resent to, as a man, as being referred to as a thing, Sarah. Makes
You
me
would
feel like
love to be called a thing, John.
wow thing.
OK, least romantic thing to do on your honeymoon.
Well, make your partner empty the chemical toilet. So, well, I'm hitching up the caravan.
Is it take a book before bed, you know?
The poo.
No, a book.
A book is like a DVD with pages.
I thought you said
Well, it depends what the book was.
If it was like 50 Shades of Grey, it'd probably be OK.
Oh, that's true. But then I'd just rub my button, so...
It's more of a toggle, isn't it?
Have you seen it?
I've seen you walk.
OK, these are all very... I'm going to give you a clue, OK? A lot of people are doing it at the moment. If they're on honeymoon at the moment, they're doing this.
Is it watching football?
That's the right answer. The least romantic thing to do on your honeymoon is watch football. In my own relationship, sex is a bit like football. My girlfriend hates it, and I much prefer doing it in the park with a bunch of guys. Best way to reduce stress.
Best way to reduce stress, pay your taxes.
I must just say this in case the tax man is watching. Hello, I'm Jimmy. I don't think we've met.
Listening to Wales song. Sound Wales make that. That noise. You know, have you ever listened to a Wales song? It's like.
This is a good one.
I'm feeling way more relaxed.
Yeah, we feel
Yeah.
really relaxed.
I don't know why, because whales are the least relaxed animals on the planet. They're endangered.
Probably why, because they're so
Massive,
relaxed.
they're huge, they're enormous, and they only eat krill and plankton, tiny little things like that. Imagine you're a big animal starving hungry, and you only ever get to, like, eat little bits of food. You have to eat millions of them just to get... You never get a good bite of anything. You're like Jeff Capes living off hundreds and thousands. Is it, spends time with your family?
No.
No. Certainly not Christmas.
Is it the M6 toll road? Ah. Worth a £5. Fucking lush.
OK, best way to reduce stress. John?
I don't think there's enough stress. I think too many people are relaxed about, oh, you know, it'll be all right. Stress gets stuff done, doesn't it? Stress says, oh, shit, tax return.
exercise.
Exercise.
Is the right answer. Yes, the best way to reduce stress is exercise. I've got loads of those squidgy little things you can squeeze in your fist when you're feeling stressed. Hamsters. That sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Sarah and Georgie have 3 points. John, Louis and Mickey are the winners with 5 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night. Johnston, what are the biggest scandals?
I'm thinking, only because I've recently discovered this thing, maybe Tiger Woods.
The National Enquirer reported that he had 120 affairs. And he's Tiger Woods. Like, if you're Tiger Woods, you maybe get away with one. I don't even get naked in hotels, just in case there's, like, cameras in the walls or thing. I just keep my
You might
pants
catch
on.
a glimpse of yourself.
I never understood, because it all came out when they released the message of him phoning the woman saying, "Hey, it's Tiger here, can you take..." Sometimes my impressions can be very powerful. Sometimes I'm not Tiger, it's fine, you're sexually sound. But he phoned her up and said, "I need you to take your name off your..." But if it's just her name on her answer phone, it's not like she's leaving a message going, "Hi, this is Jamie, I can't come to the phone right now because I'm getting dicked by Tiger Woods."
You know, for a man who plays golf all day long, his wife's entitled to go, "Right, look, you play golf all day, you're allowed to knob 1 or 2 other people." That sort of seems reasonable to me.
Yes. Especially if you play it really well.
Yeah, I mean, you know...
Is that a crime?
To be fair, I think...
But you look at the list of the women, most of them were porn stars, they were lingerie models, waitresses. There wasn't one, like you said, winner of eggheads. You know, same type of women over and over again.
But you got it. I mean, obviously, I don't condone what he did or anything like that. But he is playing the most boring game on earth all day, all the time, in every single country. Of course, he's going to find something to occupy him. He obviously finds it boring.
Yeah, but well, I said it appeared slightly sexist, and didn't it? But now, suddenly, yeah, fairly good idea, that.
No one thinks a golfer is going to be a slut, really, do you? You don't look
Yeah.
at a golfer and think, "Oh, I bet he's good in bed." No, they're all fat and bold and, like, swing a stick. Get it? No one would ever expect
Sorry, do you play
it.
professionally? You look
Thank you.
pretty awesome.
I've never played...
I mean, you should think about turning pro. That's a rather swing. Well, surprisingly, it's not up there. There was a huge scandal when it was revealed Tiger Woods had a series of extramarital affairs. I don't know, when you're married to a swimwear model and you're cheating on her with a lingerie model, you know something's gone terribly right. OK, fingers on buzzers. 2 things still to get.
It's got to be MP's expenses, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to go there. Yeah. I must admit, I was kind of on the side of... I kind of thought MPs pretty much, they're working a long time. Like Gordon Brown, taking crap all day, and he gets home and he switches his telly on and he sees Vernon Kay earning more than him. You're just going to think, do you know what, I'm having those Jaffa cakes.
But there was a sort of divide, wasn't there? Because as much as people were upset about it, everyone started looking at themselves and what they get away with in work, and what we all do, which is basically as little as possible.
So are you talking to the whole nation or just the Cockneys?
No. I used to work in a furniture factory where we had a sleeping cupboard. We had a cupboard where you could go and sleep. Someone would come over and go, "You're in a cupboard, Mick." And I would go and sleep in the cupboard for an hour. I have no idea why that company failed. Nothing to do with me. Lack of investment.
John Prescott claimed for not 1 but 2 toilet seats.
Yeah, but that was over an 18-month period. Imagine how many he broke over that period.
I know.
He only claimed for 2 of those.
But if you had broken... If you broke toilet seats every time you used them, wouldn't you just be inclined to keep that quiet and think, you know what, I think I might sort that out myself?
It's one of the most terrifying moments in your life, isn't it, when the toilet seat just shifts a little bit. It's only half an flinch, but you just think, where am I going to end up?
Finally, someone empathising with John Prescott going, you know what, you need to get it fixed because it's terrifying.
Can I just say, though, see, with the expenses, the thing that annoys me is the little stuff. That's what I think what annoyed everyone, actually. When they start claiming for a packet of hobnobs, you just, oh, for God's sake. Who wants to go for a drink with this guy, you know? Oh, you want crisps, do you? I'll keep the packet, because I'm going to claim on that later. A packet of salt and vinegar.
Even the moat thing, I had a sneaking admiration for someone who claimed a moat.
Yeah.
What the fuck does anyone need a moat for?
To keep people out of your castle!
I got a Kit Kat the other day and, you know, I wasn't in work, but I claimed for it on expenses. Yeah, no, it's the thin end of the wedge, but... Yeah.
Mickey, this is coming home with me.
I'm going to take Jamelia.
It's not a crime.
Arsehole.
But they...
He's going to put you in his second home.
Can I...
Should we have a look and see what the MP's expenses is one of the biggest scandals? Of course. It's the biggest scandal of the century. The MP's expenses row erupted when details of their claims were leaked to the Telegraph. It's important to realise that not all politicians are thieves. Some are fraudsters, some are philanderers. Others are cheats, liars or swindlers, conmen or robbers. They're all very different. OK, fingers on buzzers, one more to get.
Is it WikiLeaks? That's where the whole world was blown apart by a series of increasingly tedious revelations.
In the East End, we've got a slightly different version of the website. It's called Dirty Filthy Grass. Slag, in brackets.
So you see Julian Assange as a...
Dirty Filthy Grass. Slag. The minute they buried the Quay twins, I knew all this would start. They kept a lid on all this. Everyone behaved themselves. Ronnie goes, bosh, it's all out in the open.
Sort of disappointing revolutionary, isn't he, though, Julian Assange? He's a sort of sleazy Australian in a cotton suit that looks like it smells of urine. WikiLeaks is actually what happens when Australians don't work behind bars.
There's one thing I don't say about the name. It's a strange name, Assange. It sounds like a tactic in croquet, doesn't it? If you knock your ball there, you have Assange. Or like a parade ground drill, like, Legionnaires, Assange! And they all go into the shape of a croissant.
Yeah, but what else does it sound like, Sean?
The surgeon would say, well, we've removed the prostate, now we just have to Assange the wound. Or like a part of France. We've bought a lovely place in the Assange.
What else does it sound like, though, Sean?
Assange. It sounds like that rash you get, right? The rash you can get if you wax your chest too quickly. If you're a footballer. And he's got a lot of Assange there, the skin's...
I got Olympic tickets to see Assange.
What are you wearing? Is it Assange? When the meat is nearly ready, you just have to Assange the vegetables.
Let's have a look and see if it's up there. So those were the most memorable scandals of this century, but others include child abuse in the Catholic Church. Some priests told their victims that it was OK to touch them because it says so in the Bible. And that's according to Matthew 10, Luke 8 and John 12. And it was revealed that Arnold Schwarzenegger fathered a love child. They think he may have had twins because one of them looks like him and the other looks like Danny DeVito. At the end of that, Sean, Jack and Jamelia have 1 point. Kelly and Mickey have 2. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 cats. Our next round is critical polls. John, Kelly, Nikki, what do you like the look of?
I like the Macaulay Culkinogram.
Yeah, the little boy.
Yeah, the little boy screaming.
OK. OK. 18% of youngsters said the person they're most scared of is who?
I was scared of everything, but maybe I just read the wrong papers, but I get the impression now kids aren't scared of anything. But I used to shit myself. Someone told me once that recording off the telly was illegal. And I had, like, 150 videos. And I remember once the police coming around and being convinced I was going to get locked up for, like, 50 years for recording Saved by the Bell off Channel 4.
Probably, you know, on every housing estate, every street, there's a sort of bit of a nonce fella. He's not a proper nonce, he's just a bit odd. Everyone goes, oh, don't go round there. Shut you up, he will.
Sean Steen, what do you think kids are most scared of?
Well, in our house, it's Mr. Jangles, which is one of the characters I play.
Who is Mr. Jangles, Sean?
Mr. Jangles comes up the stairs! You better be in bed! Before Mr. Jangles gets up there!
That's everybody's scared, Sean. That's just ridiculous.
We're all
getting a bit
scared
panicky.
now.
I'm afraid that's the end of the show because we have to go to bed now.
I find it really funny when kids are scared of stuff, because my girls, I've got 2 daughters, and they're not scared of anything, but I've got a niece, and she's scared of everything. I took her to Cadbury World recently, and, like, they've got these big, like, cocoa beans walking around, so, like, dressed up cocoa beans, and the whole time she was like, I was just killing myself laughing. I was, like, proper laughing at her.
You were laughing at your niece. She was terrified on a day out.
I liked your face, Jimmy. Do the face again of her being terrified.
Oh, she was...
Was she... Sorry. Was she in a Michael Jackson Thriller video? It's quite an extreme, terrified...
No, but that's how
Can we have it one more time? Could you do Mr. Bojangles, or whatever it was called, and then I would have terrified? It'd be great, a little playlet.
Mr. Bojangles! I don't do it, really. It's a joke. I don't terrify my children as Mr. Jangles.
Say that now.
What's he called then?
Ron.
Ron, coming up the stairs.
No, it's just... Ron's here.
Weirdly, that's more terrifying than Mr. Jangles. So, Kelly.
When you're, like, 5 years old till you get to about, like, 8, I know that's changed nowadays, you're terrified, absolutely terrified of your parents.
Well, your dad was the Prince of Darkness. I'll give you that. That's the right answer.
Really?
Yes, 18% of youngsters said the person they're most scared of is their mother. I was terrified of my mum because she used to smack me. Well, not really smack, it was more of a whip. Or it wasn't my mum, it was a woman whose number I found in a phone box. And yeah, it wasn't a woman, it was a man. But you get the idea. I used to call him Mum. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Top way Brits break the law.
I sometimes do something that's a bit naughty. I think other people do it as well. What I do is I'll record an episode of The Sopranos and then watch it before the watershed. Swearing in the afternoon. I'll leave the windows open so school kids can hear them. I feel so bad.
I think the main one is because the British penchant for urinating in public is quite big. I was on a tube train the other day.
A tube train?
A tube train, and a man had a piss in the corner. And typical British, we were all like... And then he got off at the next stop, and I had to break the silence. I said, thank God he didn't need a shit.
It's so much easier for guys, because you can pee wherever you want.
So where's the worst place you've peed?
OK.
Come on, tell the truth.
OK, I was drunk in a taxi, and I needed to pee really bad, and I peed on the floor of the taxi and then paid him and got out.
You, Kelly, let me tell you, that's not a crime, that's a website. No, I think it's something to do with traffic, actually. I think it's a car thing. I think it might be using your hazard lights incorrectly, because most people think that they can put the hazard lights on and do anything and just pull up on a double yellow line and get the dry cleaning, or or go drunk driving and you get pulled up there. Do you realise you've got your hazard lights on? Because I'm drunk, officer. Because I've had to warn everyone, I'm very drunk. Actually, I would like to have hazard lights on my epaulets. Just go, if I decide to do something wrong, I put hazard lights on and then everyone's warned about it, you know. I'm having a shit on the tube, ladies and gentlemen. Put hazard lights on, turn around, and it's fine.
I sometimes, I know I shouldn't admit this, but sometimes I only have 4 a day.
Yeah. You break your own rule.
And then other days I have 80. You don't want to be around then.
Top way Brits break the law. You do it in the car.
Mobile phone driving.
Oh, no, it's not a crime.
Yeah, it is.
I got off.
I saw an ambulance man the other day on his mobile. That's proper attitude, isn't it? That? Yeah, nothing about. Nah, I'll try to create a bit of work, actually.
Speeding.
That is the right answer. OK. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Jack and Jamelia have 1 point. Our winners this evening are John, Kelly and Mickey with 4. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean, Tina, Joe, what have the nation been talking about over the last week?
Faster trains.
Faster trains.
Between Manchester, Leeds and London.
Manchester, Leeds and London. That's, you're going the long way round, aren't you?
Well, you know, they can't get the one that they're doing now on time, so are they going to make it 1 hour and 6 if they can't do it in 2 hours from Manchester to London?
I'm quite happy with 2 hours to Manchester. I think you need a little bit of time to prepare yourself for going up north.
Yeah. I don't like this fast train, because I don't like being early. I'm going to... You know, because it takes an hour, you're going to be early, you're just going to be hanging about. Get a slow one, keep warm.
I don't think you will be early, because it's not going to be built for 20 years.
Yeah. 2033, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be finished in 2033.
I thought we'd be teleporting by then. I haven't got jetpacks, I don't want to be alive, let alone clinging on for life in a super fast buffet car, like.
They're saying it's for, like, European business people, though, that are coming over. But surely if you've had, like, a flight from Moscow, you're not going to land and then go, how much to Manchester? 2 hours. Fuck me, I'll go back.
Where's he going back to?
Don't know.
Is it really going to go 260 miles an hour?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
It's a shame, because you're not going to be able to stick your head out the window anymore, are you? It'd be too dangerous. I used to love doing that. I did it all the way from Cardiff to Bangor once. God knows how many insects I ate, but I was...
Too fast, isn't it?
Too fast.
You'll have to change train impressions for kids. Like, you can't go... Won't do that, will it? It'll just go...
That won't be as good.
It wasn't that long ago that they binned Concorde, which was really quick getting to the States because it cost too much money. But now they've decided to spend 30 billion just to go to Manchester.
Are you saying we should get Concords to Manchester?
We get 30 billion, yeah.
Well, for that kind of money, I mean, there's other things we could spend that money on, aren't there? I mean, it's a huge amount.
Yeah,
we could have a free bar on the train for 20 years.
Instead of building a train line, why don't they have that thing in supermarkets where they send the money down a tube? That thing where the money pops up in a tube. That's so quick. Why don't they just build one of those? Just goes,
thing in
supermarkets? Those things, they come up in a tube and it's like a plastic thing and they open it and they put all the money in and then it goes doof, and then it appears somewhere else. Then they put the money in, they screw it, and then they pop in a tube, doof, it's gone. Literally seconds, and then you can hear somebody in the distance going, oh. Why not a massive one of those?
Shoot people out of cannons.
I don't think that's practical, Joe.
Not all right, not one then, 3.
3 cannons.
1 to Totten, then change, get another cannon. Leeds. It's like a 20-minute wait there.
And then get another cannon.
And then another cannon there.
I could see that if there's a problem, like a cannon replacement service.
Yeah. An idea.
OK, let's see if the new high-speed rail line is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the most talked about thing. The government have unveiled plans for a new high-speed rail line. It said it will cost £32.7 billion, or £35 billion if you get a return. John, Rachel, Chris, what else will the nation be talking about this week?
Super Mario's off.
Super Mario's off. Stinks.
So this is Mario Balotelli, and he's... Go on, tell me the story.
He's off. He was a troublemaker at City. He had a bit of a ruck with Mancini a little while ago, and he's off to AC Milan.
I don't think he's that bad, really. I think the rest of the footballers are weird. I don't think he's the weirdo. If you're a 22-year-old millionaire, why aren't they all acting like him? Let's be honest, he's the normal one. The rest of them going, oh, yeah, it was good, yeah, bought a new pencil case today, I'm excited. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going mental. I'd have a cape. I'd wear a cape constantly. Everything. I'd go crazy.
You can afford a cape.
Yeah, but I can't pull it off.
Why do you think that capes are incredibly expensive? I mean, you're on telly quite a lot, Chris. You can get a cape. I'll buy you a cape.
That's why I came.
He does some strange things. Mario's mum once sent him to John Lewis to pick up an ironing board. He came back with a scale electric, a quad bike and a trampoline.
He's like Tom Hanks in Big.
He's amazing. This is great. Days after signing to City, Balotelli crashed his car on the way to training, and when the police asked him why he had £5,000 in cash on him, he replied, "Because I am rich."
He's a lunatic. If he wasn't a professional footballer, he'd just be in the park shouting at ducks.
It'd be nice for you to have some company.
He's just said to all his friends, hasn't he, now he's left, go to my home and take what you want.
So he said, I'm going away to Milan, so I want you to just take everything, except my pants.
Yeah, except my undies, that's right.
Yeah, he said, don't take my pants,
I'm
but
the
take everything
opposite.
else.
When I have friends over, I insist they take a pair with them.
So Balotelli's girlfriend has said that she'll come and visit him in Milan because she said that Manchester was too remote.
She'll change her mind when that new train track's built, Jimmy. They're all the supermodels are crawling back when they can get to Toten in the Midlands. Coming back with their knickers round their ankles. Isn't that a phrase, though? You'll be back with your knickers round... Is that
tail in between your legs?
That is definitely not a phrase.
Is it not tail between your legs?
I think it's in... John, I think it sounds better in the original Latin. Quest testos retonos per an inscription above a church. You'll be back with your knickers round your ankles. Oh, man.
It's exciting, isn't it, football? Transfer deadline day. Because that happens in comedy as well. I got a last-minute bid from Loose Women today, but failed the medical.
Deadline day for me. I've got some chicken in my fridge that goes out of date tomorrow.
QPR will have it. They bought everything else. Oh, it's a real one for the aficionados. Well done, man. That is men who've been clicking refresh on BBC Sport all day that got that
job. There's another big transfer story.
Beckham. He's not going to Arsenal.
Let's list the clubs he's not going to.
He's not going to Preston.
Is he not going to Preston?
I know where he's going.
Well, do you know where's he going?
He's going to Paris.
Yes. The incredible thing about this, so David Beckham has signed for Paris Saint-Germain, and he's donating his entire £150,000 a week salary to a children's charity.
Wanker.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
He wants to be Sir David Beckham.
Is
that's
that bad?
It's
It's a children's charity.
In my book, that's evil.
It's
wrong. It should be stopped now. Stop him with his evil conniving, giving money, all his wages to charity schemes. What the fuck's he playing? Don't pretend that there's not a bigger agenda here. Say that something.
He was obviously pissed when he said it.
Beckham apparently is going to move into this mansion, and it's got a panic room, otherwise known as the library.
Should we have a look and see whether the transfer window is one of the most talked about things this week?
Yep.
Yes, it was transfer deadline day yesterday. Manchester City striker Mario Balotelli has moved to AC Milan. David Beckham has signed for French club PSG. If you're watching, David, be careful what you eat in France. They recently found some beef DNA in their horse burgers. OK, fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
Well, I like the Iranian space launch. The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Which obviously people are worried about the animal rights. They wanted to check it was safe for the monkey, so they sent a woman up first. Well, she got the bloody thing back. She couldn't park it, could she? So... These are jokes at the expense of the Iranian policy on women, not my views, which happen to be the same.
The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Do you want to have a look at the rocket?
Dodgy looking that. It looks like it was made on Blue Peter about 20 years ago.
How many monkeys must be dead in space? Like, over the years? Because we're laughing at Iran because they're Mars, but we were sending monkeys up for years. In America, they died. The only person who could make it sound less tragic is Brian Cox. If he did, space is literally full of dead monkeys. Just floating on.
I'd love a monkey.
You'd love a monkey?
Yeah. No, like little finger monkeys. Have you seen the finger monkeys? Sorry to digress.
What's a finger monkey?
They're a tiny monkey, like a marmoset, and they just sit in your finger. They're so cute.
A monkey the size of your
if you're
finger?
a bit peckish, a little snack. They're a bit like little nuggets, little monkey nuggets.
They're like...
Basically, just dip them in the chip fat fryer, straight down.
Well, Iran sending a monkey into space is not one of the most talked about things, but Iran have sent a primate into space. Desolate, barren and dangerous. The monkey was relieved to get out of Iran and into that rocket. OK, fingers on buzzers.
The residence test for, you know,
the citizenship exam.
test.
Go on.
Yeah, they've created a new citizenship test.
And,
they
have different sections, so to prove that you're kind of, you know, that you're valid here or whatever, you know, things like there's a television section, so you have to say that you watch Coronation Street and Strictly and God knows, seriously.
And Morecambe and Wise.
And Morecambe and Wise, your knowledge on telly, honestly.
Well, that's our culture. I think it's valid.
Well, it was 30 years ago. I mean, who's setting the questions? UK Gold?
OK, so I've got some questions here from the test. Which landmark is a prehistoric monument which still stands in the English county of Wiltshire?
Anne Widdecombe.
Near enough, Stonehenge. Who's the patron saint of Scotland?
Aye. Who is the patron saint of Scotland? Good old who? Aye. Who?
Well, they've got questions specifically for people coming from Eastern Europe. Why is this tap dripping?
They are doing a campaign to try and sort of stop people coming over, which I'm proud to say I'm going to be the face of.
I'm not sure.
The most amazing thing I read this week is it said from the census they found out that 140,000 people can't speak English. But how did they fill the census in?
Really badly.
It was saying that our second language now in this country is Polish.
Yeah, no, they said that in the paper, but the Daily Mail wrote this massive thing going, our second language is now Polish, like they were angry about it. Our second language is always going to be a foreign language, Daily Mail.
When you're talking about the Daily Mail...
They said that in London there was like 100 languages listed as main languages that weren't English. And none of them contained please, thank you, excuse me.
Because it's friendly up north.
I hate it when Northerners moan about London. They're always going, oh, it's not very friendly down there on the tube. It's not very friendly on the tube. You think, it's a tube train, you're going somewhere, it's not a bleeding carnival.
Come on. Or Dick Van Dyke, but you want someone to give you a smile, don't you?
I totally agree with Sean. I don't want people talking to us on public transport. The tube is the way it should be in London. The tube just mimics London life perfectly. Just get on, look at the floor, go home, wait to die. That's how it's I love the fact that someone could burst into flames on the tube and all you'd get is a couple of people looking up from a Kindle going, prick.
Should we have a look and see if this is up there? Yes, the government is to introduce a new citizenship test. Personally, I think if you've got the stamina, determination and willpower to hang on to the underside of a lorry for 18 hours, fuck the test, welcome to Britain. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Tina have 2 points. John, Rachel and Chris have 1. So our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, Tina, Joe, pick a question.
The bored-looking lady.
OK, here's your related question. Most people secretly want to do another job, true or false?
I'd say 99.9% of people would like to change their job.
I would.
What do you think your true calling is? What's your true calling?
I'd love to be a tax inspector.
I've never...
I've been working on my knock. Listen to my knock.
I don't know what a tax inspector's not. I've never met one, so I don't...
You ever see T-shirts? You know the jobs you see on T-shirts, like beer taster general. I'd like to be that, or boob inspector. Leader of the Pussy Patrol. Those jobs. Can you actually get those jobs?
I ain't giving that job up. You'll have to wrestle me for it. It took me years to get to be leader of the Pussy Patrol.
And if you've got a missing cat, you can contact me.
What about you, Joe? Bet you'd like a different job, wouldn't you?
Toss up between a dinner lady or a falconer. Either or.
Dinner lady?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
I think there's absolutely zero chance that Joe would ever pass the CRB check to make a dinner lady.
I'd quite like to be a sniper. I've bought the bits and pieces already, so...
In an official capacity, or like for the army, or do you think in a...
freelance.
Tina, what do you think you would do if you had a job?
Probably be a... I'd like to be a diving instructor. No, a politician, to be honest.
Politician?
Quite seriously, yeah.
That's a great job to have. What would you do, John, if you weren't doing this?
I'd quite like to be a milkman. I'm a real buzz at giving people milk. But in my experience, unless you've got the uniform, it's weird. You just knock on someone's door with some milk and go, there you go.
If I couldn't do this, I'd like to be a zookeeper. But I wouldn't touch any shit.
I've got a friend who's a zookeeper, and it is an amazing job.
I've got a friend
Is this true? Really?
He's got a dangerous wild animal rescue facility in Woking, this little house in Essex. There's an emu, and he gave me an emu egg, which looks like a dino egg. It's bright green, and I made an omelette out of it the other day.
Oh. Well, that's...
Oh,
sorry, is this a rescue centre for the animals?
Yeah.
If you're eating some of them...
No, it's an emu
We didn't
egg.
get the funding we were hoping for, so...
Well, Beaky hasn't got a boyfriend, so you're not eating and it wouldn't be an emu because it's not fertilised. It's just an egg. It's
Go
just
very
like
nicely with the leopard bacon.
I'm sorry, Let's get some answers on this. So, most people secretly want to do another job, true or false? You're going to go... True! True. John?
We think it's true.
OK, I can tell you the answer is true. 54% of people secretly want to do another job. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Most annoying thing couples do? Well, let's go to our specialist on this. John, what is the most annoying thing that loving couples do?
It's when they finish each other's,
Sentences.
What pisses me off about my male friends is they, because couples is great, isn't it, when you're in a relationship, but then men feel this obligation to pretend she won't let him come out, when really they just don't want to say to their mates, I'd rather watch a film and shag than listen to you moan on about your life. But they go, yeah, I'd love to calm down a boozer, but she won't fucking let up.
Yeah.
Just say it. Your relationship is better than your friendship with me. I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
Thing is, John, they're not even watching a DVD or having sex. They'd just rather not go out with you.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They are watching a DVD because I'm watching through their window. You can change your plans, but I'll still be there, whether you know.
Is it when they get captured by Somalian pirates? That's annoying. Oh, God. How long is this going to drag on for?
And they're away for months and they want to whip round and... Oh.
You're a couple. You don't go round the Horn of Africa when you think of it.
What do you think, Joe?
They're quicker on pedlos.
What do you think, Tina? Most annoying thing couples do?
Lie to each other.
It's not annoying, is it? It's essential.
So you're newly married, right? You've been married less than a year.
Yep.
Do you ever get the sense you're annoying other people? When you go out to dinner in a restaurant, do you talk to each other?
Yeah.
That
When we
annoys
go
me.
out as a couple, though, he can't get a word in edgeways. He's quite quiet.
I'm like that with my husband.
Oh.
He can't get a word in. He's in the hotel at the moment, hungover.
He's in the hotel hungover?
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday.
Right. And he drank through that, did he? Sure he did, sure.
So what really annoys me about couples is when they don't refuse to put an offer in on any of the villas in Place in the Sun. And Tom and Tina have decided not to make an offer on any of the properties we've seen today. I just watched you look at 5 properties. What was wrong with that kitchen? You can paint it, you stupid bastard. You're wasting everyone's time.
What do you think, Chris? What's the most annoying thing couples do?
Ask you to join in.
No, they do not do that.
Not let you join in?
Correct.
Is it argue in public?
That's the right thing.
Yes.
Yes, the most annoying thing that couples do is argue in front of other people. My dad had an amazing technique to avoid arguments in our house. He left when I was 2. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show. And I can tell you it's a draw. Everyone's a winner. And tonight, it's our panellists' job to guess what the British public think are the top 3 most intriguing, unexplained phenomena. Sean's team. What are the weird, strange things that people are interested in?
Oh.
What do you think?
UFOs. UFOs.
Yes.
I think he's saying UFOs. UFO.
Here we go, straight away.
UFO, well, the unidentified flying object. I've always thought unidentified flying... As soon as they identify it, then it's just a flying object. And then if it lands, it's just an O. No, you believe in UFOs, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah, I've seen them.
You've seen them? What did you see when you saw them?
Well, I see a fucking UFO, didn't I? I don't know what it was, but it was flying about. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a plane, it was a UFO.
Could it have been a kite?
Might have been a kite. I think it's ridiculous to think we're the only things out there, and it's depressing if we are, no? Do you know what I mean? We're the most intelligent things out there.
Well, not you
Not
specifically.
me, specifically.
We walked into that.
Miles, do you believe in aliens?
I'm not sure. I'm just not impressed by the fact that UFOs tend to be saucers. You'd just think that they evolve in some way. If you think about, the changes that, for instance, the potato peeler has gone through in that time. Sort of imagine things from another planet might have developed their means of getting around a little bit more.
It's the fact that when they get here, they always probe us and have sex with us. Makes me think they probably come all the time, but we're just like Marbella. It's just where they come to get off with you. You want it work for you? Take your probe. I love it.
That's that weird. I mean, I think I've got little dogs that I bought recently, and we bring them to the vet about once every 3 weeks. And the vet, as soon as he sees my dogs, just goes, Better put my finger up his bum. It must be a similar kind of thing. Maybe they're just a higher life form. They're trying to look out for us, going...
You mean, take the V off vet and you've got E.T., yeah.
If aliens do land, I'd quite like to be the person that greets them off the spaceship.
I think... the chances of you being elected to that post...
Well, I'd actually make a very good ambassador for the planet, actually, Jimmy.
What would you say when you met the
Well,
alien?
for a start, I'm polite. I know. I'd lay on a buffet. And my mum's got a car, so if they need driving about... happy to do it.
You do have the look of someone who's been abducted. They usually...
Yeah.
They go for your type.
No one believes us.
Well, that's the thing I was thinking, is if you had been abducted, you can't prove it, can you?
No, I can't.
You can only say you've been abducted.
Have you had people on the One Show about... you must have covered
We
UFOs.
have, yeah. I mean, Olivia Newton-John swears that she's seen a UFO.
Case closed.
But so, hang on, no. So has Peter Andre and Katie Price.
Danny, you went to America and you properly went in and saw footage of these...
I went and see a geezer called Stan Romanek.
Right.
Who's been abducted since he was a kid. I sound like such a prick talking about this now.
No, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff.
Listen, and he's been abducted since he was a kid, and he showed me some mad shit. All right.
What did he show you? Because I saw the documentary.
He showed me an alien poking his head through a window.
You can't argue with that.
Honestly, I don't know what to say.
Can't. What can you say? You
It popped his little nut up over the window. Had a look at him. He screams. He showed me another one.
But what was the other one?
The other one was in his kitchen. This one, it's got in. And you see its fingers come around the door frame, right long fingers.
Right.
They could come around, and then it's got a massive nut. This one, it's big, bigger than the other one.
Right. And then what? Did it say anything? Did it have a message?
No, it didn't say fuck all. Just looked at him. And you know, I'm gonna fuck off home. I think.
Okay. Well, let's have a look and see if UFOs are up there. The number one thing. Yes, UFOs. I once found myself surrounded by these strange, misshapen humanoids. I didn't know what to say, so I just said the first thing that popped into my head. Hello, Norwich. Johnson, what do you think are the other most intriguing unexplained phenomena?
It's got to be ghosts.
It's got to be ghosts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
100%.
100%. Have you seen a ghost?
I'm going to sound a little bit mental now, though, aren't I?
Don't panic.
Babe, listen, it's sweet.
I do feel better, in fairness, because you've been through it first.
Go on, what happened?
Third date with current boyfriend, and we went to a tapas restaurant on the King's Road in London.
Right.
And we had drinks. Anyway, and I thought, weird, the restaurant's really empty, but yet there's a girl sat right next door to you. And I didn't say anything. After a while, I got my menu and went, it's weird, loads of room, why is she sitting next to you? And he was like, what? And literally, he swears that there was nobody there. I swear there was a girl there wearing a check shirt and a denim jacket.
Alex, this could be a career-ending appearance for you. Over the BBC, they're going, ooh.
You must have pulled some moves when you got back, because I don't get many dates, but I still think if I was on one and the girl saw a dead girl sat next to me, I'll call you, I'm going to move away from the country.
Miles, do you believe in ghosts?
On the basis of some of the facts we've heard tonight, I think they must exist.
I sometimes practice being a ghost.
Tell me more.
So, in the next life, I won't be shit at it. That'd be embarrassing, you know? So I do different things to practice. I move stuff, slam doors. Occasionally, I stand at the end of a stranger's bed while they sleep. Practice, get it right, you know, for when the time comes.
Yeah.
Dress up as a small girl, chill out in a tapas restaurant, see what happens.
Danny, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask whether you've seen a ghost. I'm merely...
I've seen one.
Well, I'm not going to ask, Danny, because I'm just going to show this.
And it's basically this long alleyway with a big wall outside and a big fence outside, right? And this was about three bells in the morning. Jumped over, me and my pal, walking along, a bit paranoid, and we saw someone walking towards us. And we thought, well, I don't want to bring it on top, turn around and go the other way, we'll just keep walking, you know what I mean? Kept walking, getting closer, nut down, didn't really want to look. As he's got closer, it was a monk. A monk with all the gear on and all that. It was a mad bit, so I didn't really pipe that much, you know what I mean? I thought, yeah, all right, sweet, he looks like a bit of a fat. If we have it on our toes, we'll get away with him. So anyways, walked past this monk, and no word of a lie, so 10 seconds later, we looked round, the was gone. There was an old monastery round there, we later found out, right? Now, I wish now, looking back on it, I'd have had a right pipe at his boat. Because it was obviously a ghost. I wish I'd have studied the a bit more and just took it in more. But I swear to God, it was a old pit. It was quite a life out of me, to be honest with you. It was nuts for a long time.
Good, right? Danny, do you still regret not having more of a pipe at his boat?
I do. I swear, well, listen, right, there's three alternatives, right? Right, it was a monk.
Wandering around in the middle of the night.
Right, just knocking about, right?
Yeah.
It was like a fat geezer dressed as a monk, fit as a fiddle that could jump over a 20-foot wall. Or I was off me fucking nuts.
OK, let's have a look and see if ghosts are up there. Yes, ghosts! I wrote a book about poltergeists, and I'm pleased to say it's literally flying off the shelves. OK, what other unexplained phenomenon are up there? Sean's team.
The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster.
I can tell you facts about the Loch Ness Monster. It was first spotted in 1934.
Yeah, see, I think, you know, I think that's like...
What do you think, Tony?
I've seen it, and...
What I want to know was, what was Nessie doing in the East End?
West Ham. I went up there, you know. She's fucking off. Look, where's she going?
There's nobody there, Danny.
No, I don't believe in that one. That's one I don't believe in. I believe in everything else, but I'm not having that. I'm not having that Nessie bollocks.
Well, over 1,000 people claim they've seen the Loch Ness Monster.
You can go to Loch Ness any time, and they say, "Oh, you should have come here yesterday. Nessie was out in Holland and Barrett buying zinc tablets."
Well, Loch Ness has got it's got a Facebook page, so it must have gone to an internet cafe at some point.
That's a photo from 1934. I mean, that's irrefutable, isn't it?
I think it's a synchronised swimmer. That's what it is, synchronised swimming.
Well, the Loch Ness Monster is not up there. OK, John's team, what other unexplained phenomenon, mystery phenomenon, strange and wonderful things do people find fascinating?
Psychics.
Psychics? Have you ever visited a psychic?
8 times.
8 times?
Again, don't let this steer you in any direction as to whether I'm nuts or not.
So what did they tell you?
Oh, lots of different stuff, but I think the most weird one was when I was walking out of Boots, you know, Boots, and... Boots. You know, Boots. So I'm walking out of Boots, and this sort of deranged-looking woman comes towards me. She said, "You must buy a crystal." I went, "Oh, I'm all right."
She didn't have a check shirt on, did she?
She was older. She said, "You must buy a crystal." And I said, "Oh, I'm all right. I don't want a crystal." And she said, "Well, I'll give you the crystal." I said, "Well, all right." And she said, "It's good luck." And she said, "You've got to ditch that boyfriend of yours. He's very handsome, but you've got to get rid of him. He's no good for you. Next boyfriend, look for somebody with a J in the surname." Sure enough, 2 weeks later, new man, J in the surname.
That's what you doing what you're told.
No! See, she searched me out to give me that information. They look after you. John, don't look like that.
It was the she searched me out thing. Afterwards.
There was a lot of people in Boots, and she could have picked anybody, but she was drawn to me and gave me... And these people don't give crystals away willy-nilly.
I recently visited a psychic, and he could tell that I was unsuccessful with women and sometimes got mistaken for being homeless just by looking at me. That's weird.
That is crazy kind of powers. Danny, do you believe in psychics?
I done that Sally Morgan, and I was sort of open to it, and she wanted to meet me at a dog track.
Of course.
Cockney and all that. So I spent about 2 hours with her, and I'll tell you what, the bollocks coming out of her mouth, right? Because she went, right, do you know what, I'm going to do something I never do. Right. I'm going to tell you what dog is going to win the next race.
What did she say, greyhound?
What? So, listen. She told me what one it was. I put a tongue down on it, £100, Jimmy, right?
Sure, I'm with you.
The fucking thing come last.
Let's have a look and see if psychics are up there. Yes, psychics. Whenever Most Haunted's on, it does make me wonder, what's on the other side? So at the end of that round, it's 1 point to Sean's team and 2 points for John's team. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Alex, Joe, what do you like the look of?
We'll have Lady Gaga.
OK. Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool. True or false? What do you think?
Well, it's all about looking cool for me. Like under this, I'm wearing quite expensive lingerie. It's impractical, but I feel great.
Gives you the support you need.
No, it doesn't. It's the opposite. It's right up my arse.
But I think it is age dependent. People, you know, maybe, got to be careful here, 40?
I'm 40, yeah.
Downwards, go for, you know, look cool.
Have you seen the two guys you're sitting with? Do you suffer for fashion? Do you wear heels? Do you wear uncomfortable things to look good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a heel, if there's heels available.
If there's heels available, you have a heel.
But I also like a flat Converse.
I really want to say I've got a rocket in my pocket in your accent.
Do it.
I got a rocket in my pocket.
Danny, would you rather be practical or look cool?
Try a bit of both. I can't be fucked wearing a suit and all that, do you know what I mean? Can't do a tie.
Can't do a tie?
No, I can't do a tie. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Oi!
Go on, mate, do him.
Yeah.
Well, this is the fight we've been waiting for.
You're fucking giving it the big one. What's going on over here? What's happening here?
Yeah, mate, you're giving it the big one. He's a dickhead.
There does come a time in a man's life when he goes, yeah, slippers, come on.
No, I've got a pair of slippers. Don't worry about that.
What have you gone for? Have you gone for the Ugg slipper?
I've gone for a moccasin. I'm old school.
Moccasin? I haven't really considered a moccasin.
But don't put the whole moccasin on. Just, like, you know, push the back of it down so it's more of a flip-flop.
You're exactly right.
So you can just sort of slip your trotters into them, you know what I mean? Like,
slip your trotters in, yeah.
Have a shuffle about, you know. When you need to kick them off and have a lay down, you got to fuck about with, you know, taking them off. Why the fucking hell am I talking about moccasins?
Miles, would you say you're a slave to fashion?
Yeah, I mean, for instance, what young Danny was just talking about with regards to his slippers, I have a very similar attitude towards my espadrilles in the summer. Always keep the backs down, certainly.
Well, both practical and cool. I mean,
it's not practical. No, we're all having a laugh, but they come off when you're going downstairs. Fine when you're going upstairs, and then you go off the first step, your bloody slipper slides down the stairs.
Who says I'm planning to go up or downstairs? Maybe I've moved into a bungalow to be safer.
Sean, what do you think? Practical? Do you go practical now?
Now?
Well, I mean, for the show, you tend to, you know, you dress down a little bit, but heels and...
It's a liberty, that is, dressed down. I think, well, it's a strong top he's got on now.
Yes, yeah. Very strong top.
I mean, you can do the old collars up a bit, I think. You know what I mean? Have a pair of bollocks about you, fucking...
I look better.
You look like you're ready for a tear-up now, you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, crikey, crikey. My tailor always says it's very important to have a pair of bollocks about you.
let's get some answers on this. So what do you think? Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool. True or false? What do you think? You think true, you think practical is the way forward. OK, what do you think, John?
False.
We think false.
You think people like to look cool. OK, well, I can tell you, the answer is true. 73% of people would rather wear something practical than look cool. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Top thing people learn from TV shows. Alex, what do you think you've learned on the One Show? Because you have interesting people on every day.
I don't know. Well, you know, things that don't really help you in real life.
Go on. Such as?
Such as seagulls live till they're 40, potentially. Too long.
It's too long for a seagull.
2 types of tidal energy.
Well, in and out.
Yeah, no. You do learn a lot, but sometimes when I'm not sure, I make things up.
Do you?
Only very, I mean, few and far between, Jimmy, but I can't, hand on heart, say 100% all the facts are correct.
I want to go on this One Show. Do you want to have me on there or what?
Danny, you're welcome.
You should get Danny to do an investigation for you, because you often get people in to do reports. He'd be amazing. He's done reports before.
No, I want to be the main guest. I don't want to get palmed off with a 5 minute.
Baby steps, Danny, baby steps. We've got to build up towards that.
I'd rather see them carry on with Giles Brandreth doing it, but you get to direct and write the script. Giles Brandreth having to say, now, I've come here to try on these cardigans, but she's fucking mugging me off.
Miles, have you learnt anything from TV?
Yeah, from television I've learnt the ease with which Postman Pat can be distracted from his round has dire implications for the overall efficiency of the Royal Mail. It's a worrying trend.
Yeah, and he gets involved in other people's problems, doesn't he?
He's nosy. He's nosy.
He thinks he's been helpful, but...
Stop chasing cats. Deliver my fucking letters.
Busy wasn't he?
I think you've really...
Good postman and all that, lovely little cat, but one busy. You know?
Oh, cool. Sean, have you learned anything else from television? I mean, other than the recent revelations.
I just can't wait to bump into an animator somewhere saying, what are you working on? He goes, this new show called Busy
Joe, have you learned anything from television?
The only thing I've learned is that people on X Factor who say, I know I've got the X Factor, don't tend to have the X Factor.
OK, top thing people learn from TV shows.
Is it that chefs, for some strange reason, chefs are allowed to swear? You know, you can't swear on gardening shows or property shows. I've never heard Kevin McLeod halfway through Grand Designs go, winter's drawing in, and they still haven't got the fucking roof on. This is when you need to swear. That's worth swearing for, not because some broccoli's overcooked. They haven't got a roof. But then Gordon does need to swear. He's obviously got issues. You don't get those lines in your face worrying about roast potatoes, do you?
Well, you got pretty close to it.
Chefs, cooking.
It's the right answer. Yes, the top thing people learn from TV shows are cooking tips. The best thing about my girlfriend's cooking is I know exactly what I'm going to get. Gastroenteritis. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and Joe have 2 points. Sean, Danny and Miles are the winners with 3 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 Out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night. Would you like to win this evening, Jack?
Win what?
We're playing a game.
Oh. Are there scores on this game?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
What are the
Jack.
rules? I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw this episode.
Yeah.
I'll
Been
do
doing
it.
quite a good job already, but... Ask me a question.
What else have the nation been talking about? what have the nation been talking about this week?
They've been talking about Doctor Who because it was the anniversary, 50 years,
Yeah.
an enormous hoo-ha.
I guess so. I don't watch it, but...
You don't watch it?
No.
Is that because you're crouched behind the settee in your house?
Yeah.
Scared?
No, I just know it's not for me. Like, everyone said everyone loves Doctor Who. Well, it got, was it 9 million viewers?
I think 10.2 million viewers.
Well, there's 50 million odd people who didn't watch it. There's 50 million. I'm more normal than the people who watched it. I watched a bit of it once. I thought, this is stupid, this show. Like, there's no rules. Anything can happen. The writers must just sit down and go, we can do whatever we want. They could cut and paste a couple of pages of Teletubbies script in the middle of the show and nobody would notice. Nobody go, that's a bit odd, some Teletubbies have wandered on and made some toast and custard. And it just carries on. It's a load of bollocks. And there's 55 million of us, can't be wrong. None of them are in. None of them are in.
John Hurt, he got the role of Doctor Who between when it was on TV originally and then when it was brought back. Which isn't a job, is it?
No.
That's like going, oh, I'm an actor. I played Bilbo Baggins between the first Hobbit movie and the second Hobbit movie.
I sort of believe you were the Hobbit between the films. I'd buy that. My favourite quote about John Hurt was Ian McShane, apparently they're mates, and he said, oh, I'm surprised he got Doctor Who because he can't even use a mobile phone. Thus completely disregarding the whole concept of acting. So I'm surprised to see Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, because to my knowledge, he's never met a dinosaur.
I don't get the new actors and stuff, because what they said it's good for children, because it teaches them about death. But it doesn't, does it? Because, basically, there's children now going around, well, at least when my gran dies, she'll turn into Peter Capaldi.
In fairness, when your gran dies, that really does teach you about death, doesn't it?
Especially if you pushed her.
Trevor, have you seen Doctor Who? You're from South Africa.
I'm enjoying this. I've never seen any of...
You've never seen Doctor Who?
I know Doctor Who's big, and in South Africa there's a lot of white people that enjoy it, and... the one thing I know about Doctor Who is recently they had the whole black Doctor Who discussion. They always have that. They had it with James Bond, and now they had it with Doctor Who. They said, oh, when are we going to have a black Doctor Who? It's never. Like, no, I don't think it makes sense. Like, why would you, if you're an alien, why would you choose to be black? If you're trying to be, like, in disguise and going to places, it's just not... It's just like James Bond, he can't be black, because you can't blend in Moscow when you're black. Like, you can't... Because then it takes away this... He has to introduce himself. My name's Bond, James, but if you're black, then you walk in and people, it's Mr. Bond, Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond, everybody knows you. Don't force it. Just make another doctor or something.
Let's have a look and see if Doctor Who is up there. The most talked about thing. Yes, the 50th anniversary episode of Doctor Who was watched by 10 million people. True Doctor Who fans are called Whovians, and once they've left the room, dweebs, nerds and virgins. OK, John's team, what do you think the nation will be talking about this week?
Is it the football fixing scandal? Ooh. Apparently, there's been kind of all kinds of fixing in lower league games. I don't think it's an issue. These people aren't earning that much money in the lower leagues. When I used to work at Waterstones, if someone had offered me 50 grand to put a book under the wrong letter, I'd have done it. These people need the money.
Yeah, but the difference is nobody was cheering for you to put the book under the right letter.
No,
that would be hard. If I was your fan, if I was there watching, going, come on, Josh, you can do it, W, W. And then you're like, oh, C, and then,
What I don't understand is how it took them so long to work it out. My first question would have been, why are Asian people betting millions of pounds on the Northern Conference East? If I've got a mate and we're going, oh, I'm just going to nip into the bookies. Oh, what are you betting on? Oh, Shanghai Tigers are playing this week. So you don't seem to know anything about the Chinese football.
As a Plymouth fan, I hope we have been fixing matches, because the other explanation is that we're shit.
Best chant I ever heard at a football ground was from Plymouth fans. I went to see Leyton Orient and Plymouth were playing. And at one point they went, Are you watching Exeter? And there was 0-0.
Our rivalry with Exeter is very vicious. I remember when we played Exeter, one of their players got sent off, and Plymouth fans shouted, "You dirty northern bastards." They're 20 miles up the A38.
Claudia, what do you think of this match fixing?
Well, good. I think everything should be fixed, and we should be... So then we don't have to watch it.
We don't even have to do it. We don't really
have to do it.
If we all agree that Plymouth beat Exeter 3-0...
Who cares? Let's all have a nap. A, it's way too long, the football. 2, there aren't enough goals. I like, put goals all the way... Make it inside.
Put goals all the way round.
All the way round.
I was with you for a bit, and then when you said that, I think you should be removed from the committee for football improvement.
If I was a gambling man, I'm not really, but I can understand why you would want to fix the match, because obviously it reduces the odds a lot, doesn't it? You're more likely to win if you can get an organised crime gang behind you to make the result what you bet on.
Would you like to win this evening, Jack?
Win what?
We're playing a game.
Oh.
Are there scores on this game?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
What are the
Jack.
rules? I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw this episode.
I'll
Been
do
doing
it.
quite a good job already, but... Ask me a question.
What else have the nation been talking about? Right, let's have a look there and see if it's up there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, 6 people have been arrested for match fixing in English football. It's the worst ever fix-it scandal. Wow, second worst. Sean's team.
Is it the fantastic news? I mean, there's good news and there's really good news.
Yeah.
That Iran have agreed to stop enriching uranium beyond 5% and to neutralise their stockpile of already enriched uranium. And if you told me that at the beginning of the year, I'd have said, you're dreaming, mate. And they've pulled it off just before Christmas as well. And that's just, you know, I don't need any presents now.
It all sounds very Back to the Future to me. 5% of uranium, what will that power? Like a Breville? I mean, how much?
It's basically, you get really strong fireworks.
Is that what it is?
Amazing fireworks. You go, Jesus Christ! But you can't make bombs.
I think, basically they've agreed to not have uranium that they can use to make weapons.
I don't know why it's such a big thing, though. Like, America runs all of it, and they're the only people that have used the nukes, which is like the only person with the criminal record is going, oh, oh, oh. I know what you guys will do. We're like, what? What we did. Everyone's got the nukes, and they're telling them not to have them. Well, except Germany doesn't have nukes because they're very sorry for what happened before. So, but everyone...
The Germans can't, because they'll do it again. We all know that. So sure, as eggs is eggs, the Germans will do it again. They made some mistakes, obviously, last time. They'll do it better, PR, etc. But
they can't have them in the house, basically. It's like me and What's-Its. I can't have them in the house. I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like. I'll eat them.
They do have sort of questionable human rights. Everyone's getting excited at the moment because the president is on Facebook and Twitter. But in Iran, it's called Covered Up Facebook. And if your wife misbehaves, it's perfectly acceptable Twitter.
Well, I can tell you, it's not one of the most talked about things this week, but Iran has signed a historic nuclear deal. Some have long suspected that Iran is secretly developing a nuclear bomb, a charge strenuously denied by Iran's head of secret nuclear bomb development. OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things to get.
Is it not bras, that's right. Yeah, Queen's bra maker.
What happened?
Yeah. They wouldn't let me in. I said, let me in! I just want to be in the changing rooms. That's all I wanted.
What's the big deal?
I just want to be in a room where the Queen's had her tits out. That's
Yeah.
all. Let me in!
Sean, are you trying to throw this?
Yeah. No, is it the Bulgarians and the Romanians are gathering like a storm cloud of evil on the shores of Calais, about to invade our country? And similar to the Vikings, very similar to the Vikings came to burn our houses down. They're coming to do them up. It's the scaremongering of scurrilous papers like the Mail and the Express and Nigel Farage about Bulgarians and Romanians. We don't even know what they're good at yet. They're not here. Like the Irish are good at roads, Polish are good at plumbing, Bulgarians, fingers crossed, it's Knickerbocker glories.
I think it'd be very nice if a Romanian came over and actually got the job of running UKIP and actually turfed Farage out. Someone called Nigel Faratsky or something.
Came in and undercut him.
Came in and undercut him, said, I can do this for less.
OK. David Cameron has announced benefit restrictions to migrants, so in a bid to curb the number of people coming to the UK. What would you do, Claudia, if you wanted to discourage people from coming to the UK?
Well, just show them a picture.
Show them a picture of the orange people that you guys have. Those people are weird.
What's orange people?
Yeah.
That's me!
You're judging people by the colour of their skin.
That's not skin, my friend. That's not
Dare
skin.
you? How dare you?
That is not skin.
Not the kind of thing we do here.
Is it? Can we not just have like a slogan like Britain so shit even the Scottish want to leave?
But didn't they try and put people off by saying it's cold here?
Yeah, they did. They were also saying that the streets were not paved with gold.
No shit.
No, they are paved with shit.
They've got to come. Who's going to breastfeed my kids? Will you do it for me?
It's a little bit sour. You get used to it. I always put a bit of icing sugar around my nipple.
Trevor, you've recently come here, you worked here. What do you think?
You guys aren't very friendly, like, I mean...
What now?
Look, it's partly because of your weather and just, like, your lives and stuff, but you guys aren't...
The weather first, and then just our lives.
Yeah, and just, you guys are very, like, you're not very friendly. I don't know why you guys are stressed out about immigrants as well, because, like, when it's sportsmen, then you guys love them. You don't want workers, you want sportsmen.
We should have some kind of border control that's basically like a...
Yeah, just have goalposts and then, like a cricket field. Yeah. It's like, hey, Stochki, how'd you get into the car? I hit the 6. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes! David Cameron has announced a series of measures to limit benefits for immigrants. I don't know, these Bulgarians and Romanians, they come over here taking our Polish people's jobs.
The cheeky girls, they were Romanian, weren't they?
And look what they brought. They're lovely. Didn't they both go out with Lembit together?
They did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, 2 for the price.
Now, that's how history is written, with mistakes like that.
Is it?
Yeah, because originally what happened is one of them went out with him, but in time, because they're twins, everyone goes, yeah, they're both... He was just had a sandwich non-stop going on all the time.
I watched him interviewed once, Lembit Opik, and someone, to get a laugh, they went, oh, yeah, what happened with you and the cheeky girl? And he just went, I was just really in love with her, and then we split up. Fuck, you know, it was tragic.
I did a gig with Lembit Opik. I was on. He did his. Do you remember when he did stand-up?
I remember that, yeah.
After Josh, I've got a Lembit Opik anecdote. You go first, Josh.
Let's move on, OK. Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Lembit Opik?
What? He's trying to throw this, don't let him.
Yeah.
They buzzed in. You buzzed in, John.
Well, it's I'm a Celebrity, isn't it? Which is back on telly. Sort of like driving past a car accident, isn't it? You sort of don't want to look, but you see a bit of it and then you can't. There was an incredible bit this week where Matthew Wright was sick into his own hand, choking on a testicle or something.
Oh!
And Dick are just watching him going, no, don't forget, you've got to eat all that, or you don't get your little... Like a dog. He was sick in his hand, and they watching him going, if you want your little gold star, you're going to have to eat up all your sick. I mean, how can you not watch that? I mean...
Where was the testicle from?
It was his own testicle.
Jack, would you ever consider it? You went on Big Brother, that was pretty good, you won that.
Yeah, I did that for comic relief, though, and I wouldn't do anything else like that, no. I wouldn't do anything like that, because they put you with all sorts of people. I don't know if you've watched the programme carefully, but there are other people on the show with you. And...
I'd just punch Ant and Dec. I hate those two.
What are you talking about? I love them. Oh, no, I'm in love with them.
They're a pair of dickheads.
They are not!
They're not funny.
You don't mean that. You're just saying that because you don't want to win.
To me, they're like one man with 2 foreheads. They're just...
You You don't even mean this.
I do mean it. I'm sorry, this is a row I'm very happy to have.
Go on, let's go.
Do you not think Ant and Dec, you know, when they look at their career, the proudest moments are when they checked some Coronation Street actress's mouth to make sure she'd finished a bollock?
I only watch them. I can't watch what they're doing because it's too awful, and I don't want them to watch them eat stuff and go on this, and they're scared of heights and trees, and it's galling and disgusting. But I watch it for Ant and Dec, who I'm in love with.
Right.
So I want to do the cheeky girl limber opic sandwich with them.
Dear. I've eaten a sheep's testicle.
You did what, sorry?
I've eaten a sheep's testicle.
What did it do to upset you?
The farmer was livid, it has to be said. I have honestly eaten one. It was cooked and everything in Saudi Arabia. It was revolting. But you know what I'd like to see happen on that show? I'd love for suddenly one of those lost Japanese soldiers who doesn't know that the World War II is over, just to come out and start shooting them all.
Right, let's have a look and see if it's up there. So those were the most talked about things this week. But in other news, Prince William sang Living on a Prayer with John Bon Jovi and Taylor Swift at a charity event on Tuesday.
It's amazing how quickly you can become an embarrassing dad, isn't it? Like...
Nothing says self-awareness like a man who was born a prince singing a song about two people who are so poor that all they've got is their love for each other. It's a clueless bellend, that man.
Kate must have been livid, because she's bringing up a baby and he's gone out and got pissed and done karaoke.
I think she's all right. I don't think she's at home making instant milk. The baby has a team of people and she's on a beach somewhere.
She's got Bulgarian immigrants breastfeeding.
Also in the news this week, a poll has revealed that Brits are having less sex than 20 years ago. The survey also revealed that people are having more adventurous sex. I know I am. The other week, me and my girlfriend tried something we'd never done before. Lights on, socks off. Nigella Lawson has been involved in another public spat with her ex-husband, Charles Saatchi. To be fair to Nigella, I'd take drugs if I was married to a 70-year-old man with a face like a scrotum. And Kanye West has compared himself to Willy Wonka. Not surprising, he's going out with Kim Kardashian. Have you seen the size of her chocolate factory? So at the end of that round, Sean, Jack and Claudia have 2 points, John, Trevor and Josh have 3 points. What? The next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Trevor, Josh, pick a question.
Let's have the lady texting.
OK. Most people think the smartphone is the best ever invention. True or false?
No.
What do you think?
It's not, is it?
Like, it's not, Jimmy. We're done there.
I don't know. I don't think it's the smartphone. I think it's the things the smartphone has. That you know, I think Google is the best invention, to be honest. That's the...
Google's the best invention?
Yeah, Google is the best. Google has made us smarter as people. We now know the answers to things. Like, because of Google, there won't be another world war.
There won't be another world war?
Yeah, there won't, because of Google now. Because now you go, what happens when world wars happen? And then Google shows you. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to do that.
I don't think Hitler was thinking, I've got no idea what a war is like.
Well, Hitler's not the Googling type, though. He's not the Googling type. He just does his own thing. There's Googlers and there's non-Googlers. Hitler's not a Googler. He's not a Googler.
Claudia, what do you think best invention?
We all know that. Fake tan. Hands down, full stop. Come on. Do you not agree?
Do you use fake tan?
All the time. Look at me. I'm bright orange, I hope.
I've seen like proper. You see, that's not. I've seen orange.
Oh, there you are again, judging people on their skin.
I'm not judging. I'm judging. I'm commenting. Like, jokes aside, Jimmy, I'd never seen these people before, and then you
Where were
see
these
them.
people?
They were in a limousine driving around in London somewhere, and then one of them was out the roof screaming.
Is it an ambassador?
Of somewhere orange. Maybe the Netherlands. Maybe it was the ambassador of the Netherlands. I don't know.
Could have been the Oompa Loompas ambassador.
That's judging, and that's not cool, Jimmy.
I want to look, let's just be clear, like I've soiled myself. Like I've had a terrible, like that, and then I've just gone like that. That's Boom.
It's achievable.
You want to look like you want to smother your face in excrement.
I want to look like, it's just like, oh, I'd hold the baby. Oh, it's everywhere, it's everywhere. I'll just put it on my face and my neck. Ready.
All right, so you think fake tan. Sean, what do you think the best invention of all time?
It's got to be the hat, hasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, before the hat, what people had to endure.
That's very ladylike, Claudia. I enjoy that noise.
She's just about to tan herself.
Anything coming from the sky, generally, if you live on this planet for a while, anything comes from the sky is bad. It's rain, it's sun, it's wind. Sometimes it's like anvils, if you're in a cartoon. You need a special hat for that one. It's got to be the hat.
What about cheese strings?
Don't be so bloody childish. Not cheese strings.
It's not cheese.
We're talking sensible inventions.
Yes. String and cheese, it's two things that we needed, but now we only need them in
It
one
doesn't
place.
work. It doesn't work as string, I can tell you that. So if you try and wrap a parcel in that stuff, and it doesn't work as cheese, because it tastes like the rim of a car door, you know that sort of
He's right.
So it fails on both. What it has got is shiny packaging to attract children, who, as we know, are idiots.
Could the best invention, Jimmy, perhaps be God? Or the potato ricer?
What is a potato ricer?
Oh, it's amazing.
I've recently invested in a potato ricer. Incredible. It's the best mash you'll ever have in your entire life. And minimal effort, I mean...
It really is.
Just
So
bang.
smooth.
Sometimes I got mash, I don't want it. I wake up and I've accidentally made mash. It's so easy.
OK, now I've got other contenders for brilliant inventions. I've got a 3D printer.
Oh.
This is like the new thing this year. Let me show you what we made. This is a genuine 3D print of John Richardson. You have a look at it inside, it's really good. Look at that.
I'm not happy with it pointing at me like that. I'm starting to realise what it's like to be sat next to me.
John?
Yeah, we can get him next to John, yeah, sure.
Just careful, Winnie. Christ.
What a little wanker. Unbelievable.
Why would anyone want that? A 3D printer, what's the purpose of it?
Well, you could print anything. You could print... I mean, in America, they're printing guns.
Put that on my head.
Why not? It's like a really shit wedding cake.
The sad thing about that wedding cake is it's just John on his own, isn't it?
OK, you aware of a onesie?
Yeah.
OK, there's now a twinsy, which is like a onesie for sort of two people.
That's disgusting.
Josh, pop that on. It's a twinsy.
That's a onesie for people with personal space issues.
While you put that on, Trevor, you don't like the weather here?
You say it like I don't like the weather, like you like the weather, like everybody likes the weather.
I've got something for you. I've got you a full body umbrella. Try that out for size.
Oh, yeah, that's very...
What's in there, fella? You can put it up, don't panic.
It looks like a see-through Ku Klux Klan outfit.
This is fantastic.
No, you're right. Go.
Nobody's going to buy this. That's like a three-legged race. What is that?
It's a
You can't even
onesie.
have sex in it.
This is the most intense experience I've ever had.
Is this sex?
Put up, John.
I don't know if it is.
Put up.
I don't know if it is sex, but I am going to count it to my tally if it is.
I don't even have to walk like this. I can walk normally.
Pop down your head.
You always broke my foot.
I got you this, Sean. It's a new invention. It's a tie that's got booze in it.
Oh.
It's a flask. It's a flask tie. If you're going to events, you can drink booze out of it.
I bet they haven't put any in.
Yeah, no, we put booze in. Don't panic.
Oh, good.
I insisted there was booze for you.
Thank you.
For the businessman with problems.
So where's the booze?
You bite it a bit and squeeze it.
Oh,
and
Jack knows
squeeze
how
it
to
into the teeth and suck.
Not booze.
Is it not booze?
Yeah, fuckers.
They're not giving the booze. I didn't even sip. It's cider, apparently.
It's my kryptonite. But it won't work, will it? Because if you're just sitting at a meeting chatting around, why is your tie moving like that? Do you think anyone would be suspicious at the meeting if you started sucking?
Jack, I've got this for you. This is an invention. This is apparently to help you learn how to smile better. What it is it's a gym for the mouth. So what you do is you just pop that in your mouth, and then you can exercise your mouth so that you're better able to smile.
And it also works as a diaphragm as well for women.
So you put the whole thing in, and then you can exercise.
That is not what this is for.
It is what this is for.
Are you sure?
No, it's
the
not.
fur hasn't fallen off.
Oh. I feel like a blow-up doll. What do I feel like? Oh, well, thanks anyway.
OK, we'll get some answers on this. So, most people think the smartphone is the best ever invention, true or false? What do you think?
We're going to say false.
So you think people will think the smartphone is the best ever invention? What do you think, Sean?
I would say yes. Just to make it interesting.
OK, well, I can tell you the answer is false. Only 29% of people think the smartphone is the best ever invention.
No, it's
Sean, Jack, Claudia, pick a question.
Well, the billboard.
All right. Most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false?
Eh?
Well, I just asked. Most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false? What do you think?
I haven't had cider for a while. The reason I don't drink it. It affects me.
See? See what you've done to him? Look, he's crashed now.
It affects
it's okay, Sean.
me. Tiniest amount affects. Gemma! Advertising. How would you know? Because you are naturally drawn to things. If you keep saying something over and over again.
You definitely are, but I think people would like to think that they're stronger than that, which of course we're not.
Have you bought anything recently just on the basis of
I
an
only
advert?
buy stuff because of adverts.
Where were you when you saw the advert for introducing new shitface?
OK, let's take a look at this ad. This stars Jean-Claude Van Damme. It got a lot of attention recently.
I mean,
see what you think.
Is that an ad for fake tan? Because you see my point. I mean...
That was an ad for lorries, because lorry drivers naturally like a man that can do the splits.
It's also educational, for sometimes you're driving along the motorway and Jean-Claude Van Damme jumps on your roof and you think, I'm going to get rid of him. And you think, oh, I'll just drift away from the car next to me. Not going to work. Not going to work.
Do you think you're influenced, John? Do you buy stuff based on ads?
I'm not.
Oh, great.
I've had enough of advertisers using, like... I mean, sell your thing with the thing it's good at. Like the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing, they're saying it drives straight. You know, advertisers advertise something by just things that are nice. That bloody car advert with the wrap on it. And the guy's just going, oh, sometimes it rains and then you have chips. And then they go, oh, do you want a fucking car? Because chips are nice, aren't they, on the beach? McDonald's do it as well. Like, oh, if you're a new family, McDonald's will keep you together, won't it?
McDonald's is weird. Is weird though, because I did a casting for them. They had a description for the ad. They said, we're looking for people to come do this McDonald's ad, come for the McDonald's. And then they described, oh, we're looking for funky, young, mixed people, groups of people that look like they're cool. And then they literally wrote at the bottom, people who are generally in shape, please not people that look like they eat McDonald's.
OK, well, making adverts isn't easy. Have a look at this.
The line is baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Baked on a buttery crust.
It's close.
Baked on a buttery, crispy crust. Flaky. I like flaky again. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust. That cool?
Flaky!
I thought so. Okay. Baked in a buttery, flaky crust. Did I screw up again?
Yes, you did.
I did? That
Baked in a what? Baked in a buttery, crispy flake.
That was a great ad. What is the ad for marriage? What was that?
That was an ad for euthanasia. OK, most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false? What do you think?
True.
You're going to go true? What do you think?
I think it'll be false. People like to think they aren't, but they are.
I can tell you the answer is false. Only 19% of people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. Personally, I'd only agree to do subtle ads for products that I really believe in. Why? Because I'm worth it. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Biggest turn-off on a date?
Oh.
Go on, Claudia.
A fancy car. There's something wrong with a man who has to drive a nice car. I won't get in it. I won't sleep with them. I won't talk to them. I will just immediately close the door and say bye-bye.
What would be your ideal vehicle of choice? Would it be like a minicab?
No, I'd like a very old, dilapidated car, perhaps that you would have to get into from the back. Nothing would work. Man, he's wearing a fisherman's sweater. Maybe he's got some paint on his hands, because actually he's an artist as well as a fisherman. His hair's like that. He's singing to Duran Duran. He'd get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fuck him as well. This is your fantasy.
What does your husband drive?
I don't know. I don't let him out the house.
Biggest turn-off on a date. What do you think, Sean?
Well, I made a big mistake once when I was at a bar with this woman, and I thought it was quite cool. I said 2 glasses of champagne, and then I remembered. I said, oh, and a saucer of milk for my rat. And that put her right off.
Jack, what do you think? Worst thing on a date?
One of the worst things, and I've done this, is I met a girl this is many, many years ago, for a drink in the bar. On a first date, and what you mustn't do ever is start a small fire in their hair. I was lighting a cigarette, and you know how a little tiny bit of the match can come off sometimes, flicked up, and it landed in her hair as she was looking that way, and it went tss like that, and there was some smoke coming from the back of her head. And she said, "Can you smell burning?" And I had to say, "No, I can't."
Biggest turn-off I've been on a date is M4 Junction 15. Sweeps down and back up. You don't really... It just looks that big, but because you're going uphill, you get to the lights and you get a lovely view of Swindon there. And there's a drive-through Costa on the left. Lucky girl.
What do you think, Josh? You strike me as quite a ladies' man.
No, I'm not good. I went on a date that was so bad. At one point, we were struggling for conversation so much, she got out her phone and started choosing a new ringtone.
How old was she? About 11? What did she choose? Like, "Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me," or something?
It was the funeral march that she chose. No, she just chose, you know, the traditional ring ring.
She wasn't right for you, Josh. She wasn't right for you. I could smell a bitch like that a mile away. Wish she'd have had a little bit of cider on the old lip.
I had another bad incident when I was meeting a girl and I was meeting her outside the pub and I thought I was quite tired. And when I'm quite tired, I think if I do a few stretches, it'll wake me up. Right. I didn't see her coming, so as she was walking down the street, it looked like I was limbering up.
What were you doing? What kind of move? Show us the move.
Well, so you start with something simple, but it was a long... I didn't realise it was a long street, so it would have started like that.
Yeah, sure.
It got quite pelvic by the end. So there was kind of that one, and then kind of...
Waiting for a girl.
Waiting for a girl just working on those hamstrings.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull one of those at a vital moment later.
Yeah, it was a disaster. Yeah. This whole thing's really brought up some bad memories for me.
I've never felt so good.
OK, so biggest turn-off on a date? What do we think? Let's get some answers.
I don't know, bad breath.
B.O.
I think
B.O.
B.R.C.
is the right answer.
Oh.
Yes, the biggest turn-off on a date is smelling of B.O. If you're on a date with someone who stinks, try and ignore it and make small talk. Ask them what part of France they're from. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Jack and Claudia have 3 points, John, Trevor and Josh have 5 points. They've won! Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all